So in this market, my expectation is that companies will raise money and have at least 2 years of runway. So that's the way I've sort of backed up into my investment strategy. So anything I fund today will have at least 2 years of expenses covered. And typically in terms of numbers, that means raising 1.2 to 1.5 million, spending no more than 50 or 60K a month. Therefore comes the 24-month runway. And along that sort of initial build-up of the company, you will have the product figured out, the launch figured out, and the business model figured out.
And in terms of, you said earlier, a lot of Web 2.0 companies have been, we'll figure out the monetization later. Those days are over, you feel?
Well, clearly, two issues. One is advertising is expected to be pretty horrible, difficult to come by next year. So 2009, no one knows exactly how much online advertising budgets are going to drop, but there's certainly an expectation that they're going to be hard to come by. So the notion of we'll just monetize our audience doesn't work anymore, except for very specific sites that have very specific communities that advertisers want to engage with. So the notion of let's build up the audience and then figure it out is just too dangerous. And the second issue, which is that the VC expectations, the people who will fund the company at the next stage, will not only take those traffic numbers as metrics that they're going to fund. They're going to want to see a proof that the business model works. And so it's almost the fact that the VCs now requiring this proof of business model mean that the companies have to work on those earlier as opposed to just later. And to be honest, it's only fair to try and build a business, meaning making money.
And in terms of the pace of your investments, is that continued as it's been, or less, or more, or are you stepping back?
So I think that this environment is actually a great time to be investing. It's a great time to be starting companies because there's going to be more resources available. We've had a real difficulty in hiring people over the past couple of years, and the salaries were pretty high. Well, everything has been reset a couple of months ago, and therefore we'll find talent at a cheaper price. It will be less expensive to build those companies, and so I think it's a great time. So my pace hasn't changed at all. I've been investing roughly in a new company every couple of weeks for the past almost year and a half, and I'm planning to continue that based on the opportunities I find. And there are always a ton of opportunities, interesting companies in the consumer space which are sort of launched, and it's just a matter of triaging and picking them up.
Okay, Jeff, thanks so much.
My pleasure.